Yes, and a very good morning. Welcome to another episode of the Sports Check. Hoping that wherever you are, everything is okay. We are about to get into the matter sports from now up to 12. But of course, we'll also be linking up with the reporters, joining our reporters who are pursuing different beats this morning. But of course, first things first, our interview will be kicking off with His Excellency Abdirazak Lassel, who is the ambassador for the Kingdom of Morocco in Kenya. Karibu sana, Ambassador. Welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you for hosting me.
Yes, karibu sana, and great to have you. I mean, you know that Morocco has been like the center of sports in Africa, and you know this is just one of the many things that Morocco is doing on behalf of the continent. You know, welcoming the whole world, if not just only Africa, to Morocco. But let's talk about what it means for the Kingdom of Morocco, right? To host AFCON 2025, which is the immediate thing just happening under a month or less than 15 days.
You know, it has been now more than 40 years that Morocco couldn't have the chance to host the AFCON, and now we are very proud to get our African brothers playing in Morocco. And everything, the stadiums are ready to host the main stadiums, and we are hoping that it will be the best edition ever in the continent because of all the efforts that have been spent by Morocco for hosting this edition. We have, of course, we put into to the AFCON 9 stadiums for the competition, and also each team will have its own stadium to train, and even the referees will have their own stadium to train, so they don't have to split the time between among themselves for the training time.
Yes.
So this is something which is new in the organization, and of course we hope that it will go very well.
Yes, and maybe you can just again say how ready is the country for this showpiece.
You know, all the stadiums now are ready, and also the infrastructure, roads, hotels, hospitals, everything that is needed for the organization is ready in the country, and even I think starting from the beginning of December, the teams will start going there to Morocco to start this competition that we hope the cup will stay in Morocco.
Yes, indeed. I mean, all the teams, all the 19 teams that will be at the AFCON, 2025, they will be having separate their own training venues.
Yes,
that's a first in the history of the championship.
Yeah, this is why we have been working very hard. You know, we rebuilt the main stadiums that will host the competition itself, but we will be using the stadiums that we had in Morocco, because you know that 10 teams, African teams that don't have qualified stadiums in their countries are playing in Morocco now for the qualifiers. They had been playing there, and the last time we had Nigeria against Congo.
Yes, last night, yes, at the Prince Moule Stadium.
Yes. So because there are many countries, we have many partnerships with our brothers in the continent that prefer to come to play in Morocco because of the infrastructure, the quality of the pitches, and what has been prepared for the continent on that.
And of course, we just in my introduction talked about how Morocco has been the center of sporting events in the continent, if not on the globe. You know, we've had AFCON, the Africa Women's Cup of Nations, which happened last year, and it's also coming back again next year in March. Also, the Under-17 Women's World Cup is also will be held in Morocco, and not to mention AFCON 2025. What does it mean for Morocco to be the center of sporting events on the globe?
Yeah, you know, the football is in the center of the sport in Morocco, and of course the sport is a vision of His Majesty the King that he's following personally with the progress that have been made in Morocco. And you remember that Moroccan team has reached the semi-finals in Qatar
World Cup, yes.
and they won the African under 17 and
World Cup.
under 18 the World Cup,
Yes.
and under 17 the African Championship, and
Yes.
of course we won the CHAN here in Kenya,
Yes.
and we are still now in the competition in World Cup under 17. But this is a policy, this is a vision by His Majesty the King. It started in early 2005, and with the building or the construction of the Royal Academy for Mohammed VI in near Rabat in Saleh, where she's educating people, children from age of 5 to 6 and onward. They are getting their scholarship skills and also playing football. And now there are many of members of the national teams are graduated from this academy, and this is why it is Morocco is now at the helm of the African football, and our ambition is also to get the world football. Now the numbers are working for us. Because you can see that our national team, the senior team, has been winning 17 matches consecutively. So it's the World Cup, world records, I should say.
They're on a run.
And and of course, all other teams in Olympics, we reached the third. In World Cup, we reached the semi-final, and of course, we got the World Cup under 20, and we're still in the competition in under 17 for the World Cup. And as you spoke about women, I think that women got the finals twice for Africa, and we will be hosting the 5 next editions in Morocco
next year again.
Yes.
So all this is just the fruits of the labor, the fruits of the investment that has been done so far.
Yes.
Yes. And maybe the 6 cities and 9 venues that will host the championship, the Africa Cup of Nations from December 21st. What are the iconic venues? What do they symbolize?
Yeah, we have, of course, we have Tangier, we have Rabat with 4 stadiums, we have Casablanca, we have Marrakesh, and we have Agadir. And you may say that these are very known cities for tourism, like Tangier, Rabat, and Agadir, and Fez, which are, you have 3 imperial cities among those cities. And of course, this is something that we are very proud of, especially we have, Fez, to make a comparison. Fez is the oldest city in Morocco, like Lamo here, and we are trying to partner Lamo and Fez for this way. So, and yes, this is what how the stadium were built in a very short time. Because it was built, for instance, the biggest stadium in Rabat, Moulay Abdallah, has been built in 14 months. It's for 66,000 supporters. And Tangier also was built in 1 year. And you have Moulay El Hassan, who was built in 10 months. So how can it was done like this? And all the stadiums now are ready. There was competitions in their stadiums just last week.
I mean, and also Morocco is bidding to hold. I mean, it's also planning to build one of the largest sporting facilities in the continent, if not in the world, 150,000 seaters capacity.
Yes, this is being built for the World Cup.
Yes,
and it's being built close to Casablanca in a city called Ben Slimane, which is between Rabat and Casablanca, and it will, of course, it's compared to Maracana in Brazil, and this is 115,000.
Yes, and talking about the relationship between the two countries, right? And you know, just like you mentioned about Lamu, and this goes back to the 1300s when Ibn Battuta came to Kenya, and maybe many people just be talking about knowing that the relationship could be beginning just yesterday with sports, you know, knowing all the names, but it goes way back. Tell how we can deepen this particular relationship.
Ibn Battuta is from Tangier. In the north of Morocco, and he's a very famous traveler. He came to Mombasa and settled there for a few years in Mombasa, and there is, of course, on the basis of that, we have a partnership between Mombasa and Tangier, because you know, the Tangier is hosting the largest port in the continent, Tangier Med, and of course there is a benchmarking missions that happened between the two countries between the port of Mombasa and Tangier Med, and of course Morocco is building in Mombasa a center, a cultural center, which will be called Ibn Battuta. But this is the old history. We should remember the history, the current history, the relationship between Morocco and Kenya.
Yes.
When the Lancaster talks happened in London, the Kenyan delegation was hosted by the Moroccan embassy in London to facilitate the Lancaster talks, who gave the Kenya independence. And
yes.
Of course, if you come to my place, you will see I have a photo in where the Jomo Kenyatta is sitting with late Hassan II for the preparation of the conference of Casablanca, for the launching of the African organization, Unity Organizations, so this is OIU, where it took place in Casablanca in 1963. So the relations goes back there, and of course that's the last time the bilateral relations between Morocco and Kenya intensifies a lot, with high-ranking visits to Morocco, and also officials from Morocco coming to Kenya. So this is, and there are many ongoing discussions in different domain of cooperation, like renewable energy, like sea management, like agriculture, like there are a lot of things, and in mining, and also in world wildlife and everything. So there are many instruments that are being discussed between Kenya and Morocco.
Yeah, yes, and also for Kenya, we've seen that it also has been one of the favorite places for our national teams to train. You know, we've seen a number of our teams, you know, holding training camps as they prepare for continental matches. We've seen our national team when they under 17, when they were preparing to play Cameroon in the World Cup qualifier. They camped in Morocco, and also recently there were announcements that there could be collaboration, you know, partnership between Kenya and also Morocco to just exchange ideas on how best Kenya can benefit from what the Moroccan is doing. I mean, talk to us about how best can the Kenyan football or Kenyan sports fraternity tap into the benefits of Morocco.
Yes, there is a partnership between the Kenyan Federation of Football and the Moroccan Royal Federation for Football, where there is a lot of exchange of visits. By the way, Mr. Hussein Mohammed is currently in Morocco, following the preparation for the launch of the AFCON in Morocco. And next Wednesday, there is the Nairobi United, who is playing against Wydad.
Yes, on 23rd,
Morocco. So they will be traveling, I think, today to the Kingdom of Morocco. But as you rightly said, there are some teams from Kenya who went to Morocco for training. And there is a big cooperation and strengthened cooperation between Kenya and Morocco in the domain of sport. Just our cycling team came to Kenya to train here last June. So there is a lot of exchange, which is a good thing. You know, the Kingdom of Morocco's Ministry of Foreign Affairs is called Ministry of Foreign Affairs, African Cooperation and Moroccan Expatriation. Means that African cooperation for us is a must.
Yes.
And we want to advance on this field.
Yes, and it's at the center of the partnerships. And then you know that Morocco did win the 2024 CHAN in August, which was held in East Africa. And I remember I was at the stadium during the final at Moi Kasarani, and a good number of Kenyan fans rallied behind the Moroccan team. I mean, I believe that you were in the stadium. How did you feel when Morocco did win this particular championship and a sizable crowd was supporting?
We were very proud, and of course, when the Kenyan fans were supporting, not few, all the stadium, all the Kenyans that were in the stadium were supporting Morocco at that time.
For obvious
we
reasons.
explained that with two things. The Kenyans were very proud that because Kenya was the only team that defeated Morocco in this tournament.
Yes.
And so for them, for the team that they defeated to win the CHAN is a good thing. But of course, the sympathy that is existing between Kenyans and Moroccans, and we can feel it everywhere, either here in Kenya or in Morocco. Wherever I go, I'm very well treated here in Kenya. And also the Kenyans living in Morocco, and I can see that's very well treated. So.
Yeah, and we were all happy when Lamloui was, you know, starring and scoring goals.
Yes, yes, yeah. Because we were a little bit scared because the game was very tough against Madagascar, and with this goal of from Lemlewi was just released us. So
relieve the pressure and the tension.
Yes, and but I should say that. The Moroccans did very well because they were very well treated here, and I commend Kenya for the organization of the CHAN because I was in the middle of it, and with the Moroccan team who played in three places. He played in Tanzania, Uganda, and in Kenya.
The only country, right?
The organization, the only country, yes. And the organization in Kenya was wonderful, I should say, because I was there.
Yes. And the fans too made it more memorable and lively, Kenyan fans especially, amongst the three countries. No comparison, but we brought the roof down, the Kenyan way.
They are very vocal.
Yes.
This is why they beat Morocco, because, you know, when they were supporting Kenyan team, it was like the Moroccan players could not play because the supporters, the fans are very, very vocal. And I was there in the stadium. So
but Morocco also has really vocal fans, you know, who are behind their teams, especially at the club football, you know, with the glares and everything in the stadium, you know. So we hope that the Nairobi United, the Nai boys as we call them, who will be with next weekend, will experience some of, you know, the support that comes from the stand. So.
Yeah, you know, the Wydad fans are the best among the fans in Morocco. They are preparing tifos, they are preparing songs. They are very very well organized. And they're all the time behind their team. So, but I hope, I wish all the best for the two teams, and that the football prevail. Not only that this is just a game, and
Sure.
so who will win? Wydad will be coming here in February.
Yeah. And then maybe talking about football and you know, the support that comes with it, you know, the love and the passion that just comes from the fans. It just shows that it's beyond football. It's also like a social movement to the masses.
You know, now football is one of how can I say it's the levier for the societies. This cementing the society. You can just see how the fans are uniting, are working together, and this is something that push for the societies to be united. And this is one of the advantages of the football, especially in Africa, where the football is more popular than other sports.
And maybe for 2025 Africa Cup of Nations, how do you fancy Morocco's chances? Are they going all the way? I mean, it will be memorable for them to win this particular tournament on home soil for the first time in 37 years. You
know, all the Moroccan fans are convinced that we will keep the cup in Morocco. Yeah. But if we missed it, it will be a big disillusion for the fans, people, because the last time we won this cup, it was on 1976, and we hope that this time, since it is at home, we will keep it at home, especially with the dynamic that is now in Moroccan football, like they won everything. So there is no reason that they missed the African Cup of Nations.
And owing to the good performance, the run that you just talked about, you know, the winning run, you know, spreading, going all the way to 17 matches. It's like it's now or never for the title.
Or never. It's now or never, because we have a very good team who is the ranking number 1 in Africa, number 12 in the world. We have been winning all the categories, so it is no reason that Morocco miss this AFCON like what happened in the previous editions elsewhere. And we're playing at home with our fans, with our supporters, and also with the atmosphere, the environments that we are used to. So there is no reason that we don't win it.
And Hakimi could not be there?
No, they said that after his injury, it will be between 4 and 6 weeks. Maybe he can regain his form and play
just in time.
And we hope all the best for him. But of course, you know that the players in the team, the Moroccan team, have plenty of good players, and of course all of them can perform. If someone is injured, another one can play at his place. And you have seen just last Friday, when Morocco played a friendly team against Mozambique, the team was organized, very well organized, in the absence of Hakimi. Of course, Hakimi is a very good player, and we wish all the best for him. But this is football, and injuries can happen.
Yes, and also maybe looking at the performance, you know, the fruits that have been as a result of the efforts that have been put in place by the Kingdom of Morocco, you know, and ensuring that the success comes. Maybe can the investment, you know, the huge investment by the Kingdom of Morocco in sports, could that be one of the catalysts for what we we witnessed on the field?
Yeah, it's not only about investments, it's about a vision. And as I said, that since 2005, there is His Majesty the King of Morocco launched what we call it National Initiative for Human Development, putting the humans in the middle of this vision. And the sport, and especially football, because it's very popular the play in Morocco, is in the middle of that. This is why the academy has been built in 2009, and this is one of the best, according to the experts, this is one of the best in the world for educating children up starting from 6 years old to playing football and also following their scholars' skills. So, and now the academy is producing graduate players that are sold to abroad and gaining money. So this is the investment is in the persons, in the human resources, more than so we are not talking about the infrastructure, the roads, the airports, the speed trains, all of things that are needed for the organization, and the stadiums, how the pitches are well managed, and everything. So it's in a very short time that was prepared.
Yeah, and also maybe the abundance of talent, you know, in Morocco, as far as football is concerned, and you've seen how the head Regragui has been able to integrate, you know, the players from who are maybe born and bred in Europe or elsewhere, and how he's been able to integrate them into the team and get the result.
Yeah, we have also good players who evaluated in Europe and elsewhere, and you know, before the Qatar, it was difficult for the federation to bring Moroccan players from abroad to play for in the Moroccan team.
National team, yes.
National team. But now there is all of the Moroccans originating from Morocco are good players, are asking to join the national team.
Yes.
So this is why I said that it's very easy to replace a player who is being injured or something, because we have many players, good, very international players that are in a high level players that are for each of the positions of the team. And Regragui's difficulties now how to manage with this. It's a headache for him to how to manage this plenty of very good players that are performing very well in their teams, respective teams.
Yes, and also, you know, and also they say that that's a good headache, a good problems for a coach, you know, when he's spoiled for a choice, when he has too many players to pick on who to pick.
Yes.
And also players who are in Chan, you know, they're also knocking on the door. The likes of Lamloui and the rest are also knocking on the door of the national team.
You know, it's bringing him more criticism because, you know, he has to choose 11 players to play. Yeah. But the problem that he has more than 40 behind. And if a player is not performing well, because it can happen in a game that a player is not that good, all the public are criticizing him, saying that's why you didn't take this one instead of this one and this one for this one. But he's the head coach and he knows what he do. We hope just that he don't miss the Africa Cup this time.
This time, and especially after you know, emerging as one of the best in the world, especially after that very good performance at the 2022 World Cup in Qatar. You know, reaching the semi-finals, the first country. So Africa has already broken that barrier, and we hope that next year we'll go all the way and even win the World Cup. It's possible, right?
Yes, now, now the fans are requesting that. Even we were talking about, in the beginning, we were talking about the 2030 that will be hosted by Morocco, Spain, and Portugal.
Yes.
But now they said, oh, no, we want the 2026. In United States, we want to win this, but of course, it's not something that is difficult to have or easy to have, because this is a competition. We have to perform as good as we can, and go as far as we can in the World Cup. But for the Africa Cup of Nations, I don't think that the public will pardon the coach if he missed it.
It would be good pressure, and also, as you've mentioned, the whole of Morocco is watching, and every step, who will be called in the team, who will make the final 23-man squad that will be at the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations. And maybe in Nairobi, for the fans who are planning to travel, there could be someone in the neighborhood planning to go to Morocco. What should they expect in terms of culture, cuisine, and the hospitality?
Oh, this is something, the Kingdom of Morocco is existing since 13th centuries. So we have an heritage, a very large heritage of cuisine, one of the best in the world. In terms of culture, we are crossroad between Africa, Europe, Middle East. So of course, Morocco is the Kingdom of Morocco is a touristic country, so where Moroccans are used to receive foreigners in the continent, and all the Kenyans that travel to Morocco wants to go again. And you can see, I was just chatting with the edition heads, and they said, for this time, there are hundreds of officials from Kenya that are now in Morocco, in different fields that are there, so they can. So, but if you are expecting to go to follow the AFCON there, the tickets are sold out. So.
So if you haven't bought your ticket?
Yeah. No, for me, no, I can't go there. I'm staying here behind because I have to perform my duties as well.
So you will not be watching the spectacle unfolding?
I will follow in. During the World Cup in Qatar, we used to gather Moroccans and to watch together the games here in Nairobi, because the timing is not easy for us to travel.
Yes, and indeed. So, and talking about tourism, how this will be. Morocco is a beautiful country, with so many places to visit and maybe sightsee. How important is the tourism sector or industry in Morocco for AFCON as a whole?
Tourism is very important, even without football, because last year we received 17.5 million tourists. And this is one of the pillars of our economy, because you can see you can do cultural tourism, you can go to the mountains, you can go to the beach, you can go to the desert, you can go wherever, and even there are cities like, for instance, Marrakesh, where you can go for the mountain skiing and came back to the city to swim in the swimming pool. So this is how Morocco is diversified in terms of tourism. And of course, the history, the culture, we have imperial cities, we have also cultural tourism. So it's something that is usual in Morocco. And our return rate is very high. It's 42%. Means that people who go and come back to Morocco are, because of the kindness of the people, because of, as you said, the cuisine, because of the what you can see in the country.
Yes, indeed. And will the embassy put up some watch parties for football lovers?
I was asked to, and I will try to do it, of course. At least for the opening, we can invite KBC team to come to the Moroccan residence and to host the opening ceremony with, of course, and to test Moroccan cuisine.
Yes, and as we wind up, His Excellency, maybe the chances, what would be your promise to the millions of football fans who either will be following the action from wherever they'll be, or they'll be traveling to Morocco for the 2025 AFCON?
Yeah, there are lots of, I think we received many requests for visa to travel to Morocco for the AFCON. But now there is a dedicated electronic site to apply for the visa for countries who want to travel to Morocco to watch the AFCON. But the issue is the tickets. The tickets, you know, each time the CAF open the selling for the tickets,
yes,
it takes 2-3 hours and it's sold out.
It's the same scenario here, you know, when
Yes,
Chan was happening.
Yeah.
They were selling like, you know.
No, because there are a lot of fans who wants to go to Morocco to follow their teams and also to see the country. So it's which is something.
And unfortunate that Kenya Harambee Stars did not make it to this edition, but we hope to be there. Actually, 2027. What can Kenyans learn? You know, we know that Hussein Mohammed is already in Morocco trying to get a few secrets on how to best to put up the best showpiece. Yes.
Yeah, he's there. He's there at this time. And I think he's following the final touches for the launch of the AFCON in Morocco. And I hope that KBC also will be there.
Sure, a big team, right?
Yeah, yes. Yes.
Yes, so thank you so much, Your Excellency, for gracing the Sports Check this lovely morning and talking about how ready Morocco is to host the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations, the 35th edition, but it's back in Morocco after 37 years. Who will triumph at the end of the month-long tournament, which begins on 21st of December through to 18th of January 2026. Thank you so much, Your Excellency. Dr. Abdel Razak Lassel been speaking to His Excellency Abdel Razak, the Ambassador for the Kingdom of Morocco in Kenya. So stay with us, we'll be back with more on the Sports Check.
Denga Elias Yeche nageuza pembeni kwake Musa Masika wa Nyama Chove, anapita John Nyawir, anaandaliwa pass, naileta ndani huko, ameitia mwenyewe kwenye nyavu. Eugene Okoth wanajifunga hapa, cross iloletwa na John Nyawir Jr. Wanapata utangulizi Mathare United, lakini mpira ulipigwa na kasi, haukuwa wa hatari hivyo, lakini alipougusa tu akamtoa timing Mkono Edwin Omapani na mpira ukaishia kwenye nyavu. Mipira migumu kwa any center back, napigwa pembeni kwa Musa Masika wa Nyama Chove, anakuwa na John Omondi Buba, fika tena kwa Nyawir, naletwa ndani Donald Anke, Donald Anke Paterne, goli lake la kwanza msimu huu, iletwa pembeni na John Nyawir Jr. Oh, what a flight! Bonga moja la bichwa, good header, shuli yake hii. Na alikuwa na ujumbe wake ameandika kwenye sare ile. He had a message.
Frustrated with the
Yes, and welcome back. This is the Sports Check, and glad to have the Kenya National Women's Netball Team Vice Captain, and that is Helen Sinoya. Karibu sana Helen on the Sports Check. Good to have you. You know, and it's all about the Team Kenya's performance in the recent championship, which was the Sing Life Nations Cup in Singapore. And Kenya did really put up a good show, if not excellent, you know, winning the competition. And this is just one of the best good results so that the team has been posting recently as it aspires to qualify for the Commonwealth Games and also have a foot in the Olympics. You know, who knows? But great to have you, Helen. Talk to us about how the national team has been. The road is, we begin with the Singapore competition, the Sing Life Nations Cup.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. This is a huge opportunity that I don't take for granted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so of course the journey has been tough.
Mm-hmm.
It is not a walk in the park.
Mm-hmm.
Training me hard. Na grind.
Mm-hmm.
The conditions are tough,
mm-hmm.
of course, but resilience counts it.
Mm-hmm.
So we've been so resilient. We've had a huge, we've had teamwork as a team,
mm-hmm.
and I think that is what led us to the win.
Mm-hmm.
Teamwork. Yeah. The teamwork we've had this year,
mm-hmm.
imepita every other year.
What changed? Is it the number of friendlies that you're doing, the hours that you put into training, or the new players that came in? What really, or the mentality of the players changed? What really changed?
It is the mentality. Everyone took it as an opportunity. The mentality of the players actually ilienda juu sana. Everyone was up to the task. Everyone was giving their best. And I think that is what has led to this win.
And maybe your role as a player, how important was it? How crucial was it? How vital was it to the team?
Yeah, of course, I am the vice captain, and mine is to encourage players. We go through a lot. We go through a lot in netball. We go through a lot in training. We go through a lot. You know, it's juggling between everything in life. And so someone may come, yes, they're a good player, but maybe just something else is disturbing them. So I have to make sure that they are okay and mentally prepared for the game. Yeah.
How do you make sure that they listen? You know, guiding someone to listen is something else. You know? It's so easy.
Yeah, of course it's not easy, basing on the fact that we are all adults, and actually shida ni constant. So somehow me ni sports scientist, and just by virtue of being a sports scientist, I know how to talk to the players. Yeah.
Now it gives you an edge. That's awesome. I didn't know.
Now you know.
Now I know. Yes. And maybe the role of the coach, especially Mugisha and Jerono, what impact have they had on the team?
Mugisha and Jerono have played a very huge role. They've been working together, and they brought up a new system. In the past, we didn't have the systems of play, the offensive system, the defensive, but now for the past 3 years, Coach Jerono and Coach Mugisha have been working together, and they ensured that we understood their concept, whatever they wanted us to capture. You know, sometimes you play, but you've not understood what exactly the coach wants. So they made sure that tumepata the exact concept of defense and of attack, and it made a very big difference, especially after the players now understood what exactly the coach wanted. Yeah.
And maybe to them, was it easy? How long did it take for the results to come, for the impact to be felt now through their coaching?
It has been a journey, I tell you. It's now 4 years since Coach Mugisha introduced the strategies that we've taken 4 years just to understand. Actually, if anything, it is in this tournament that everyone now had understood. Yeah.
Maybe, of course, Mugisha coming from Uganda, you know, I believe that it was the perfect place to shop for a coach who will, you know, like steer Kenya to heights, to greater heights. But again, Uganda doing so well, you know, among the top countries in the world, right? What does Mugisha bring in, you know, stealing from his home country and putting into the Kenyan team, into the team?
I would say the first thing Coach Mugisha instilled in us was the aggression. I think that is what we lacked most. That zeal to play, the strength, the aggression, I think that is what we lacked most. So that is the main thing he introduced to us. Yeah, ile kwenda na nguvu. You know, sisi tulikuwa unacheza tu, and we knew that netball is not a contact game. So mtu akikugonga unaanguka.
Unangoja foul.
He could come and tell us, you're just a woman like her. In fact, you're a soldier. He could call us soldiers. You're a soldier. Amka uende ucheze. So unaona hiyo ikatuonyesha we need to be very strong and we need to be aggressive. I think that made a very big difference. So anywhere we go, tunajua we are soldiers and we are champions. We need to go with all our strength. Yeah.
Yes, indeed. And maybe for a number of younger players, right, who've come into the team, how important, how crucial has it been for the team? You know, have they gelled? Have they brought in results?
Okay, it takes time to gel, of course, because this is already an established team. So when someone comes from outside, it takes some time to gel. But we as the players are mandated now to help them gel. We are the ones now to take them through the whole system. We're the ones to make them understand what exactly happens in the team. We're the ones to help them understand the team culture and all that. And also the coaches play a very big role because now they're the ones to help the player now understand the whole system. And transition is important.
Yes.
And we, as sisi tuna exit, I've been playing for 14 years now, so niko home stretch. So of course transition is very important. We need those players to come. So we are the ones supposed to welcome them, to introduce them to the team, and at least help them gel, understand the team culture, and replace us so that hakutakuwa na gap when we exit.
Yes, sure.
Yeah.
So it should be seamless, smooth.
Yeah, it should be very seamless and flawless.
Indeed. And how did the Sing Life, title bring belief to the team winning in Singapore? How much of belief has it brought to the squad?
It really means a lot. Now in Dubai in June they beat us. It was so interesting. Sports ni funny sana. Last year we beat them by a 30 goal range. So tulipokutana Dubai, we somehow we underrated them. This is just a way you underrate a team when you mlipiga kwao na 30. Tukasema ini maziwa kama kawaida. Where tulipelekwa shule.
It was a learning curve.
It was shocking because the team came. You see the way we were aggressive and so assertive and holding up as a team. So Singaporeans had changed their style of play. Kumbe they had gone. They recruited an Australian coach. Walitoa coach Australia. So akakuja, and the coach really sharpened them. So it was a whole different team. Yes, the same people, but different strength. Different, everything was different. Where tulipokuja when we began playing, tunaona tunapelekana. Funga nifunge, ikafika third quarter, tuna realize hey hapa ni kubaya. So by the time tunaanza kujiambia hey hawa wamechange, too late. So wakatupiga na range ya 2. So when we went back now this time, we were telling ourselves these players are good and we need to give our all. And we beat them twice. Yes. In the preliminaries and the finals. Yeah.
And now in Dubai and also in Zimbabwe, would you say that the journey to Commonwealth is in sight?
Yeah, there's a lot of hope. Actually, we have moved so fast. From position 40, we were position 40 globally. Right now we are the 23rd. We are position 23. We have really moved. So there's hope. If we get to the top 12, then we automatically qualify for Commonwealth. So that is what we are looking forward to. Yeah.
And what will bring the top 12?
Of course, it is just hard work and resilience.
Yeah, looking at when you are ranked in position 40, and now you've halved the whole, the distance, and now you're top 20, right? What does it mean to the team?
The more we improve, the more we have invitational tournaments. Position 40 hakuna place tungeenda, hakuna team inawa invite because sasa mnaenda kuwasaidia na.
Yeah, sure. Watu wanatafuta kujigauge na the best.
If it is position 23, then the teams that will look for us are between 18 and around 26. Unaona tuko same strength.
Sure.
So that they can also gain from us. There's no way position 20 can call position 40. It's a waste of time. Yeah. So the more we improve in rankings, the more we have the more we have invitational tournaments, the more we also improve our game. So that is massive.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And in Africa, Uganda, I know that Uganda, South Africa, Namibia doing so well, right? How do they get it right?
Ugandans have invested so much in netball, and
Kenya was there too as well, right?
Kenya was there, and actually we could beat Uganda. So I think the only thing they did was to invest more in netball. And you know how I want to bat it because the first lady is their matron.
And she's hands-on, she's there with the team.
Yeah, she really helps the team. So I think you're an advantage having the first lady as your matron. It is mko tu na access na prezo tu.
What would be Kenya's wish?
Who wouldn't want the first lady to be their matron?
Yeah.
You have direct access, just a phone call away.
Yeah, sure. Sure, no struggles with small things, kama kids, nini.
Exactly. Yeah, so I think that gives them mileage. So they have been to so many invitational tournaments. They've been to Australia, sijui marangapi, more than twice. They've been to New Zealand. As we speak right now, they're in Scotland. Kuna a tournament going on. They're already, so hiyo exposure inawapatia upper hand. And you can imagine they are being exposed to the world top cream, like number 1 to number 6. So their game improves a lot because every now and then wako tournament. Every now and then they're invited. So that is the good thing, the thing that comes with ranking. You improve your ranks, the more you have invitational tournaments. Yeah.
And imagine Uganda all doing all that, you know, and they're assured of a place. They are top, you know.
Yeah.
But they keep on, they're still, you know, hungry for more.
Yeah, nobody wants to lose. That is one thing. And again, if you have a piece of cake in your hand, you would never want it to be taken away from you.
Yeah, exactly.
So uko nayo, make sure umebaki nayo. So that is what Uganda does. Yeah.
So for them it's been great. Also a number of players that apply their trade maybe elsewhere in professional leagues outside the country.
Yeah. And now again, that is another thing that comes with ranking. The more you play, the more you're exposed, and the more other teams now see you, other clubs see you, it's very easy for them to spot you. Unlike when you're not playing anywhere, you're a good player, but you're not exposed. Maybe unaenda one tournament a year, nobody will see you.
Yeah, and that really will not give you the good result, you know.
It will not.
Yeah, and if you went out there and got the result, then it will be, you'll be lucky.
Yeah,
you'll
very
be lucky.
true. And again, another thing, if one person is taken, for example, we had two of our players, Irene and Doreen, walirudi Singapore for the Singaporean league for a month. So that is usually like an open door.
Yes.
Like there's someone to break the ice.
Yes.
So if it is broken, at least now other countries, other clubs start now getting interested.
Yeah.
So at least kuna mtu, like in Uganda, there's a lady called Peace Proskovia. Yeye ndiye alikuwa icebreaker, yeye ndiye alianza kwenda England. Unajua sasa mmoja akitoka Uganda, other teams will be interested. There's a good player in Uganda.
Yeah, let's go
so
for
they'll
another
be
one.
so interested in knowing what Uganda offers, what the players can do. And the moment they watch you, unabahatika.
Maybe for Kenya, you know, also in Dubai and also in Zimbabwe, all these were just like good tournaments, right?
Yeah.
Beyond qualification, what is also at stake?
Beyond qualification?
Yes. Beyond going to Commonwealth, beyond looking for the rankings, how about the players? Does it help improve the players for you? How better are you as a player now, having been to Singapore, you know, coming back with the Sing Life Nations Cup title?
Beyond the qualifications, of course, it's prestigious. Yeah, wearing Kenya.
Yeah.
How many? Currently, we're 65 million. Yeah, and you can imagine only 12 are picked.
Yes.
Already, that is a huge milestone. Yeah. So the exposure, we get to know how other countries are. We get to know how other countries behave. For example, when we go out there, as a sports scientist now, I try to find out what they do differently. What is the different thing that they do from us, so that what actually helps them to perform, and what is the difference. So I get to know what they do, I get to know the things they do differently, and one thing that has helped us, for example, is tukiwa tuna train kitambo, our coaches hawakuwa wanaelewa rest is also as good as training. But right now, Coach Cherono, Coach Mugisha, and every other coach coming on board understands that rest is just as good as training.
Yes.
They have embraced that, and that one we copied from other teams.
Yes.
So you see, besides every other thing, at least we are learning, and our coaches are learning, we are learning as players, and all that, yeah.
And the belief to go to to the world, to the Commonwealth Games next year is getting more closer. Does it make you like that? Do the nerves set in?
Yeah, of course. Hey, who doesn't want to participate in such? Yeah, Commonwealth, World Cup, Olympics. That is the greatest platform any athlete can have. So I aspire. For example, this is what I say. If we qualify for Commonwealth and I play, I think I will retire.
Yo, 14 years, that would be the most proudest moment, right?
That would be the best, because that is the highest platform for any athlete.
Yeah, top level.
Top level.
Yeah, and we'll also be talking about how do you keep now your heads above the water now that, you know, the dream is getting more closer. You know, you're more, it's more believable now to go to Commonwealth Games, for you to also, you know, have your biggest moment, and wish you all the best. But of course, we're speaking with Helen Sinoya, the vice captain of the national women's netball team. She's on the sports check, so don't go too far. We'll be back with her again and much more. So stay with us. We'll be back after this short break.
Wewe. Kule jikoni umeasia nani?
Sasa zingine napumzikanga hiyo moshi kidogo.
Itabidi uondoke nilete mtule anaezana na mambo ya moshi.
Hiyo moshi ni yangu mama. Hiyo moshi awawezani nai.
Leo uko smarti. Nilionga azumbui. Niko na sawati yako.
Kwa kazi yako nani yako?
Kazi yangu inakuhusu nini?
Uko na mchezo za kitoto mpaka za utoto imekuingia.
Ndio nimekampa.
Watu wana missing you, singi Ingilisi.
Chakula iko aje kwani unaniona?
I was in that race, I got tired.
Lakini bado mimi ni mlembo.
Niliona vile umekonda ngachua huyu mtu lazima atengeneze mwili.
Umetoa wapi hiyo chakula nani amewapea?
I think that it's up to you to discuss this with them, and most especially the father of your baby.
First of all, I didn't say anything when you threw her out. But now, I don't agree with you that she's not entitled to set foot in this house just because you say so.
You look strange. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm pregnant. I've just found out. I thought you had to know about it.
What I had with her is nowhere as serious as what you had with him.
Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. No, hang on a minute.
Yes, and welcome back. This is the Sports Check. Bernardo Okumu right here with Helen Sinoya, the vice captain. Of course, Helen, so how do you keep the heads above the water? This was the last point that just before we went for the break. How do you keep the heads, make sure that you stay on track and it's achievable, commonly, becomes a reality?
Yeah, I would say everyone understands their role. If you're an athlete, you understand that you're an athlete. So even when you're off the court, you understand that you're an athlete. You have to be disciplined. Whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever you take, whatever you watch, everything, you must remember that you're an athlete. And you must remember that there's a task you have and you're part of the national team. So in everything we do, on and off the court, we have to remember that we are players and we represent the country.
Yeah, I mean, the qualities that I've seen you play this particular sport for 14 years, what would you say? What are the qualities? What are the sacrifices that you've had to make?
Discipline. Discipline beats everything. It is so hard to be disciplined, especially as an athlete. It is so hard. Waking up, you have to wake up, you have to be consistent with your exercises. It is not easy. It is not easy maintaining all that. Yeah, so discipline beats every other thing, and consistency. You have to be so consistent.
Proudest moment for 14 years up to date, what would it be for you?
Mine, personally, I received an HSC award in 2021. That was my proud. I never imagined that at any moment I would be on that platform with Kipchoge. So when at first when I was given the forms, I was like, eh, mkoshwa tutaangaliana na kina Omanyala hivi. So that was my proudest moment in 2021.
This came after a great performance for the national team, great showing for the national team.
No, interestingly, it was post-COVID, you can remember.
Yes.
And everything was slow, bado sports hazikuwa zimeanza. So I did not imagine that kitu kama hiyo inge happen. So actually I was in Kisumu, nothing was going on by then, but I was recognized, so I felt so proud. Yes.
And now you have more pressure to carry the nation on your shoulders.
Yes, yes. Oh, it is not easy, I can tell you. By the way, hata kwenda kupanda ndege na kwenda, people from outside, it's prestigious, but of course it is. But now, kwa player, it is a very huge burden, and it's not easy because you're representing the nation. You have that pressure to win. No athlete wants to lose. So when you're going there until the last whistle, that is the only time you can smile. And that is the only time you, now from the inside, you can now smile. Yeah. Bure, hii ingine inakuanga tu outside tu, lakini ndani butterflies zimejaa, zinakimbia kwa tumbo kweli kweli.
How do you stay calm, and it's okay to be nervous, right? It's
okay to be nervous, and you have to understand yourself. You have to really be self-aware and understand what helps you calm down.
What helps you to calm down?
Music. Yeah, we dance a lot. If you watch in everything, actually most of the team players, most of them, we embrace music so much because tunatoa attention. Hata si dance, tuna dance. Tunatoa attention. Yeah, in most cases, that is what we do just to calm down.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and chant.
Yeah,
do you have a favorite?
Yeah, currently, it's a song by Costa Ojua. Hiyo ndo tumeimba sana mpaka hata nikiwa hapa bado ina ring kwa mind. Inaitwa Joey. Okay, not Joey Raila or anything.
Yeah.
It's Joey means buffalo.
Yeah, sure.
The way it's strong. It's a strong animal, and they say it doesn't retaliate or anything. Okay, I'm not sure about that, but a buffalo is a very strong animal. So tunajiona sisi ni buffaloes. Yeah, tunaenda tukijua we are very strong, we are resilient, and we are going to win. We are champions.
Yeah, and when you get the result, it makes the belief more.
Yes, it does. And actually, it got the hosts interested. They wanted to know what Joey means, so we were just telling them it means a buffalo.
Yeah.
It's a buffalo.
Yeah. And I'm sure some of them, they can remember till to date, right?
They do because that was the song we could always dance to every day. Yeah. Anytime we want to play, tunaingia hapo hivyo na vishasha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the lucky one.
Yeah,
I mean,
sure.
and now in Singapore and all these, high profile competitions, how have they improved your style of play?
Well, I would give credit to my teammates first because right now we adapt to the game so fast. The first few minutes we've already understood the style of play of the opponent team.
Yes.
So we adapt so fast, and that is one thing that has kept us going. Yeah, we change the game plan basing on what the team is doing, not on what the opponent team is doing. Yeah. For example, when we were in Singapore, Malaysia and Singapore have the same style of play. They have quick feet. Sasa uko hapa na yeye kidogo amefika huko, unashangaa alifika saa ngapi. So the best way to counter them was to manage their speed. The moment you kill their speed, you have managed them. And now we met Isle of Man. Their style of play is extremely different. They are physical. Okay, in netball you say screens. They are on you. They screen you. They are very strong physically. That is one of the teams in ilitushinda because
the most physical side you've met.
It is so physical. Now we countered them by kuwahepa. Unamhepa. So every team has their own style of play. As a player, you have to understand what exactly they are doing so that you know how to manage them and beat them. Beat na game yao.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so that is what the team could do. And we won. We beat every other team.
Yes.
As for Papua New Guinea, their style of play is more or less the same as the Asian teams.
Yes, the Asian teams, right?
Yeah.
Speed.
Speed, yeah.
And now for Kenya, what must now happen? What are we looking at?
Right now, we have embraced strength and conditioning. I think that is one thing that we lacked most. Sisi unajua bora tuko fit, aerobic fitness, as long as we are tuko na mbio. So right now we have embraced strength and conditioning. And I think when we do that, because naturally Africans are strong, so when we do just some more strength and conditioning, I think we are going to be lethal. That is what I believe.
What informed the decision to incorporate strength and conditioning into the side?
These are the teams. As I had told you earlier, Singaporeans were weak at first. They were physically, they were not as strong. But when they came back, after their program, we could find out from them what exactly they do. They could tell us they have gym sessions, they have different sessions, hydrotherapy, the water sessions, gym sessions. So that is what also informed us. And it also, I think the coaches also took it positive. They now embraced that. Yeah, and I think we are headed towards the right direction. Yeah.
And maybe as a sports scientist and a player, have you contributed in some way?
Yeah, of course. Of course. We must impact people, we must impact everyone around us. So, of course, it is a skill, sports science, a lot of knowledge in sports. So, I'm very sure I've impacted them in a way or another. In strength and conditioning, the way we train, rest and all that, hydrotherapy, hizo vitu zote. I think I have impact them.
Yeah, and again, still on your, you know, on your profession, what are the gaps, you know, in sports, in incorporating all these latest, you know, latest models of training, moving away from the mortar and brick stuff?
Yeah, the gap, okay, right now I would say embracing technology. Though we are not doing badly, but
sure.
there's a small gap
We
there.
need to move quick.
We need to move quick because other teams are doing well digitally. Sisi ndio bado tuko nyuma kidogo, but thankfully the coaches have embraced it, and I think we are doing well. Tumeanza pole pole. It's a whole process. Yeah.
What's the immediate championship that Kenya is eyeing? The immediate tournament that Kenya is set to feature in? Yeah,
we have African Cup. That is next month. Itakuwa Lilongwe, Malawi. So that is what we are training for. Actually, the team has it's already in camp. Imeanza leo. Yeah.
How hungry? How hungry? I know that this particular championship, the result has been not that good, but now, you know, we just coming off this win in Singapore. It's do or die.
Yeah, I would say African teams are the toughest, and that is why any African team, however weak it looks when we are in Africa, when it goes to Asia, mostly it will win, because African teams are very strong. Yeah, so we are going to meet Africans. Hao ni ngozi nyeusi. They are usually very strong. They're usually so tactical. They do all sorts of things just to win. So we have a very huge task ahead. So the team knows, we all know, because we have faced African teams before. We have been participating in this tournament for the longest time now. We know how hard it is going to be. And of course, everyone now must just give their best during training. Yeah.
What are the maybe lessons that you've gotten from the previous Africa Cup of Nations championships, and you would really like, the team would really like to put into practice this time round?
There's no easy day. Hapo lazima tuende as strong as we can. So we have to do a lot of strength workouts. We have to do a lot of conditioning, and we have to make sure that we are very fit. Yeah, that is one thing that will help us sail through. Yeah.
Do you think that the Africa Cup of Nations is the best tournament in the continent to gauge the sides? We know that the top sides are there, but how competitive, how tough, how easy is it?
I would say there's no easy day when we are doing African Cup. There's no single. We usually, okay, in most cases I would say in Africa we are currently number 8. We just after Zambia, and then Eswatini is after us. Now, whenever we are playing Eswatini, iko chini yetu, but the kind of pressure, the kind of game they give us, it is very tough. And you know, in this case, we lose to a team that is ranked below us, we lose 50 points. But if we beat a team like Zambia that is just above us, we gain 50 points. So we always look forward to beating the team that is above us and not losing to the team that is below us. Because the moment you lose, you lose your points, and now ranking inarudi chini. Yeah.
So all that you've achieved throughout these tournaments in Dubai, Zimbabwe, and Singapore, the work will be undone in one tournament.
Yes, yes, it is that bad.
So the journey is too long until that day, the qualification. What's the deadline for the qualification for Commonwealth?
Already for next year's Commonwealth, the top 3 teams have already qualified by virtue of them being number 1, 2, 3. That is South Africa, Uganda number 2, and then Malawi. Those have already qualified for Commonwealth. But now for World Cup, we have 16 teams. So the 4th team, if the 4th team in this Africa Cup will qualify for World Cup. As for Commonwealth, again until next time, because Commonwealth for next year, the teams have already qualified. Yeah.
So for you, you have to finish you have to get to the semi-finals at least to get to the World Cup.
Yes, semi-finals. That is the least. Yeah.
That's like more work has to be done. And patience as well. But for you, I mean, picking up netball 14 years ago, you know, and also sticking to sports by training as a sports scientist, was netball a natural choice?
Well, I would say that was the available choice when I was in primary school. And that is what I saw, because kwa hizi shule zetu za mashinani sports ni kidogo sana. Utapata ni volleyball, soccer na netball and then athletics. So niliona I tried every other sport by the way.
Football, what came close?
I tried football, nikarealize niko na mguu left zote. Nikajaribu volleyball, nikarealize that time I was too tiny. And then netball at least accommodated me. So just from the beginning, netball accommodated me. Going to high school, same thing. I got an opportunity to continue with netball. I went to St. Cecilia Misihu, and that time netball was doing so well in that school.
They're good in hockey though right now.
Yeah, I also tried hockey. By the way, hakuna kitu sijatry kwa hii life.
A sports person, eh?
Yeah, nimejaribu pia hockey. I've tried everything, but netball proved to be the best.
The best.
Yeah.
The one that you did excel in.
Yeah, high school campus Masinde Muliro, same thing. So I think netball ilikuwa tu yangu. Yeah.
I mean, turning into coaching, transition into coaching after all is done?
I've already begun. Actually, I coached most from 2017 up to your time ya COVID. And then when COVID came, of course, everything stopped. And then vitu zikaenda mrama sababu ya COVID. So I'm also a coach, level 1. On a certificate of coaching. Yes.
I mean, this is big. What informs you to go and train? Because not so many want to coach after they are playing careers. You know, very few transition into coaching.
Yeah, coaching. Whenever you're a coach, you're not just doing it in sports. It's like you're touching a life. So that touching a life, that part is the one that inspires me. Si lazima wa excel at in netball because not everyone will end up in the national team.
Yes, sure.
But netball will help them in their life in general because mi usema sport ina reflect life. Ku lose na urudi kwa uwanja. It is the same thing. In life you can fail and you have to continue living.
Yeah, go on with the life.
You have to go on with life. It's the same thing with accepting a loss takes a lot of energy. It's the same thing that happens with life. So sport is a reflection of life. And I would really want to touch lives, and that is why I decided to also be a coach at some point. Yeah.
And touching lives, maybe it's at the center of your playing and everyday life.
Yeah, of course. I enjoy touching lives. I really do.
How important is it?
It makes me that sense of fulfillment. Yeah.
Yep. And right now, what would you say about the squad that you said that they are in camp right now preparing for Africa Cup of Nations, right?
Yeah.
What would you say about how hungry they are, you know, how determined they are, and how they are really mentally, you know, ready for the competition, knowing that all is to play for in this competition?
Yeah, mentally, we know very well. Actually, we even talked before we took a 1-week break. Mentally, we know very well that African teams are hard. So our target is to beat at least 2 teams above us, and that is Namibia and Zambia. Those are the teams we are targeting. Right now, we are not targeting even South Africa or anything. We want only 2 teams that are above us.
Yes.
So everyone is determined, everyone is going for it, everyone is giving their best in training. Yeah. So we are mentally prepared that this thing is not going to be easy. It's going to be very hard, but we have to give our best, not only for ourselves, but for everyone else, for the flag, for our families and every other person around.
Yes, indeed. And the belief that's there, and the belief that you've brought, right? Just by the consistent run of results, you know, especially the latest one. So this means that really people are following and people are believing in this particular squad, and that's like more pressure to the team.
Yes, it's a lot of pressure, as I said before. It's a very big burden on our shoulders, but we have to bear that burden. I think that is why we've been selected. We are among the few who are chosen to represent the country. So we have to bear that burden, and we have to make sure that we make the country proud. Yeah.
Yes, indeed. And just as we come to the end of our conversation, Helen, maybe one word and one promise to the Kenyans and netball lovers out there who are watching, and as you go to Africa Cup of Nations and also chase the qualification for the World Cup and the Commonwealth. Yeah, one word. We have had a lot of people supporting netball right now, because netball right now the awareness is a little bit better compared to how it has been in the recent years. So many people know about netball. They know that there is an existing there's an existing team, and it is a good team that can beat Singapore. So their support means a lot to us, and we can feel their energy, we can feel their support, and it really motivates us. And to them, I would say we shall give our best. We shall
give our best for the flag, for the nation, for everyone out here. We shall give our best.
Yes, indeed. And just know that your Team Kenya's performance, the netball performance in recent competitions has really brought the, the interest and the mojo, but everybody now is interested in netball, and like maybe we could go a decade ago, things were not so good, but last 6 or 5 years, stuff has been really happening, and the interest is here, and maybe in the schools as well, the interest, that's where the breeding ground for the talents, and I know that now people are fighting because they know there's a national team, and people want to make the national team when they're at their prime, and people are their prime in sports when they're 17, 18, 19, right? So all the best, Helen, and on behalf of the team, and congratulations for winning the Sing Live.
Thank you
the
very
Nations
much.
Cup in Singapore, and also as you look forward to participating in the Africa Cup of Nations, we wish you all the best, and thank you for gracing Sports Check.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Yes, you're welcome. We've been speaking to Helen Sinoya, the Vice Captain of the National Women's Netball Team here on Sports Check. And of course, up next, we'll be looking at Janet Okello's journey in rugby. Remember, she was part of the team that played yesterday, unfortunately losing to South Africa in the Women's Sevens Cup finals. But here's her story and how she's been able to be one of the standard players the country has ever produced in women's rugby. We'll be back with more on Sports Check. Stay with us.
Some space out wide as well. The number 8, Janet Okello, and she has got pace. Can they live with her? They can't live with her. Okello, individual score, and Kenya are right back in this.
Catch me if you can is what you see when you see Janet Okello, Kenya Lionesses, a key playmaker, sprinting with the rugby ball heading for the touchdown. And that's how she used to sprint in the maize fields as she chased the sport which her mother was very much against.
By then hawakuanga wanataka, wanasema nisome. Tunakimbizana huko kwa mahindi huko ushago. Mimi nishabeba bagi yangu. Nimeenda training. Hata nakumbuka kuna tour ya shule walikuwa wamekataa kunipea fare. Nilitembea kutoka nyumbani mpaka huko. Nikaendanga hiyo tour ya Nairobi. So it has been a journey. So vile nilijoin Lionesses nikaona I need to have some goals. Vile naona hii rugby pia ni mzuri.
But she had a dream after having a taste of the good life the sport offered in Nairobi.
Nilikuwa Butere Girls, hiyo ilikuwa 2010. Rugby kiintroduciwa Western. Me before nilikuwa nakimbia 100 and 200 meters, but vile wali introduce nikawatch, nikaona hii game ni poa, nikatry tu. So vile tulikuwa tunakuja Surf 7, tunatoka Western huko tunakuja Nairobi, nikaona tena hii ni kitu mzuri, tunalala hapo tunapewa sausage. Na imagine uko boarding na mkate imepakwa uko boarding na chai hapo kama maziwa, unasema hii team tena hii game tena ni mzuri. Hiyo ikani motivate sana. Nilikuwa naona hiyo sausage na mimi sijaiona sausage. Nafurahi sana. Alafu tena unajua mkiwa boarding hiyo kuenda tour. Kutoka tu kwa shule kuenda tour. Sasa hiyo ikani motivate. So vile nilikuwa nakujanga hivyo hiyo Safaricom Sevens hizo 2010 huko. By then Butere Girls na Okumu walikuwa wakali sana na Hidden Talent. So kuna huyu captain wa Kenya Lioness alikuwa anaitwa Bedin Shikoi, alikufa. Ndiye akaniambia wewe ni player mzuri sana, unaweza taka kujoin Kenya Lioness, hata sikuwa najua ni nini. Mimi nikasema tu So akanipea namba yake. So after form 4 ndio nikikuja Nairobi nikampigia, nikajoin tu hivyo.
Then came the financial gains, and she couldn't believe her eyes that one could make a fortune by outplaying others on the field by running, passing, kicking and scoring.
So vile nilijoin hiyo 2012 just after high school, nilifurahi sana. For the first time nikipoa 28,000, nikauliza mpaka huyo manager, hii tunagawana ama ni yako? Nilienda nikamuuliza hii tunashare na mtu ama ni yangu tu peke yangu. I was so excited. Kitu ya kwanza nilitoka hapa nikaenda nikanunua simu. Nilikuwa na kasimu kengine hapo kwa 1500. Katululu kale kalikuwa ka Tecno hivi. Nikaenda nikanunua kitablet kingine hivi ya 15k. Yani nimeshtuka na pesa hata sijui nifanyie nini. Na hiyo ni only 28,000. Nikaenda pale town nikanunua kisimu kitablet. Sasa hiyo pesa nilikuwa naweka hivi kwa pillow na account kila asubuhi, yani nilikuwa so happy. So hata hiyo pesa sikutumia for the whole month. Nilikuwa tu naiangalia. Nikiangalia tu simu yangu nafurahi sana. So hiyo ilikuwa inanimotivate sana. Na kuja training mapema before hata watu wengine wakuja. Na imagine tu nitakuwa nalipa 28k. Ai. Na furahi. Sasa nikakaa na hiyo nikatumia madhe hapo 5,000. Akaniambia na umetoa wapi pesa na ufanyi kazi? Nikamwambia nilijoin Kenya team na nyie mko mnataka nicheze rugby.
She never left the sport of rugby after that and decided that is where she was going to earn her daily bread and live her dreams. And when she boarded her first plane, her life was returned to prosperity.
Jubila nilijoin tu hivi nikaambiwa ende utafute passport. Hata sikuwa najua passport ni nini. Mimi naulizia watu passport ni nini? Passport unajua umetoka Western, wewe ulikuanga tu unaishi tu juu watu wanaishi. Kaambiwa ende utafute passport na huyu coach Bling. Sasa akanishughulikia ya kwanza akanipatia, nikaenda nikatafuta passport. Nikaenda tour, nikapanda ndege. Hiyo sikulala. Niko tu huko nachungulia niko wapi huko. Nilifurahi. Sasa nikaingia kwa hoteli. Nikasema basi mimi nimefika.
Off their feet as well, they're Colombia. This might open up for them, for the Kenyans, and the pace out wide again from Okelo. She's got gas to burn, and she's going to go over once more, and Kenya are in the lead for the first time.
Janet Okelo became a core player in the national women's sevens team, the Lionesses, leading them to glory while also playing for Mwamba and KCB and even northern suburbs.
So from there, sasa vile nilirudi, nikaandika goals zangu. Nimesha join na Lionesses, what next? Nikaenda Olympics yangu ya kwanza 2016. Maisha ilikuwa mzuri pale village. Unakula anything unataka, umemeet ma countries zingine zenye hata sijaisikia na zionanga tu, naona tu watu. So from there tena nikaenda Olympics yangu ya 2021.
And while in Tokyo, the scouts have spotted her and there was no turning back as she became the first Kenyan woman to sign a professional contract, a full-time one to be precise.
Nikiwa huko Olympics, kuna manager lini sport, akanichukua, sasa niko under management. So from there, nika proceed to professional rugby. Nimecheza Japan for like 4 years. So hizo zimekuwa achievements zangu. Na mostly nilikuwa natamani kucheza na Woodman. Na hiyo niliachieve. Hao ma players wa New Zealand nilitamani sana kucheza nao club moja, of which niliachieve.
The speedy winger lived up to her signing in another incredible journey.
Nimeachieve a couple of goals. Hiyo top try scorer, most MVP. Hata penye nimekuwa kwa professional nimekuwa most MVP, top try scorer. Experience ya Japan ni poa, but kitu wenye wanatakanga tu ni hard work. Hawapendi watu lazy na ujue kitu imekupeleka huko. So that's why nimekaa huko for those 4 years, because I had some impact to them.
She didn't participate in the Lionesses HSBC Challenger Series, but she's happy with the achievement.
Hiyo Challenger Series sikuwa nao most of the time, nilikuwa Japan. But yenye naweza sema most memorable ilikuwa ile ya qualifiers, tukitaka kuqualify Olympics. It was only 5 minutes, like 5 minutes ndio ilitutoa. But hii Olympics yenye tulikuwa walienda juzi tulikuwa ndani. That will be my most memorable, because sijakuwa nao most of the time, nimekuwa Japan.
Her journey has been inspirational to the upcoming ones home and away.
Mimi naweza sema niko so happy kuona hawa young players wakijoin because before hawakuwa wanapenda rugby, but at least saizi wanaona Lioness vile wanashine huko, wanatamani sasa kujoin. Kenya naweza waambia tu ni wa keep on working hard, wajue goals zao na kufikiria tu ni nini imekuleta Lionesses.
And all it takes is one to give it all in all the undertakings.
Parting shot ni tuendelee tu work hard. Everything will be fine as long as you are working hard. Kila kitu itajileta. The winning itajileta as long as you are working hard.
And it was also some great halfback play coming in from Doreen Ziwa. She was able to hold on to the ball, knowing very well where she was. And looking at the assistant referee, Rasta Rasi Venge from South Africa, trying to keep up with her. And there she is, and going for the dive. Well, does it just a bit slowly. Looks like somebody who was slumping into bed after a very...
Janet Okello's outstanding achievements in women's rugby in Kenya deserve commendation as she prepares to do duty again for the nation in the Women's Africa Sevens Cup, where she will give her best yet again.
Mimi naweza sema from SAF 7 team imekuwa tu sawa. Training si mbaya. Players wanachangamka, wanajituma. Kila siku asubuhi tuko hapa, tunatoka saa 8. Tunajituma. Hii Africa Cup imetusumbua tangu tuichukue 2018. Paka wa leo tunaingangania, lakini for now unajua timu yetu iko on. Mafans tujitokeze tafadhali. Tukuje tushangilie mademu wetu. Tumejituma sana from Challenger Series. Saizi tumejoin ile World Series yenye tunaisikianga tu. Saizi tuko home Africa Cup. Mkuja mtu support. Ile crowd itatumotivate sana. Tunawategemea mafans. Mtoke na tutawaangusha, tutajituma.
For us, especially Janet Okello, having Janet Okello back is a big plus because the experience she carries in herself, having played professionally and also in the last 2 Olympics. So I think for us it's a huge boost, and I think for the young players they get to learn as well from some of the experienced players. And also having qualified for 7s2 with the men's as well, I think it also shows the ladies that they can do it. It also shows the ladies that the hard work pays off. So I think for us the target is actually to qualify for 7s1. So it's a huge task, and but I think the ladies, if they stick to the laid out processes and they work on themselves and on the little areas that they need to improve on, then I think any day will surprise everybody.
Yes, and that was on Janet Okello, one of the Kenya's most celebrated women's rugby players. And of course, they did duty for the team yesterday during this year's Rugby Africa Women's Sevens that ended yesterday and was won by South Africa, who won 17-0 against the hosts. But all the same, the Kenyan team did put up a strong fight, a brave fight, and preparation for next season's RB Group 2-7, so we wish them all the best. And maybe just turning again, still on rugby, where we look at Sheila Chajira, also one of the most important players and voices in rugby, who also won the national colours for a period of time and also turned into coaching while she's still playing. This is Sheila Chajira. This is the ace, of course, that we'll be looking at. But that will be the end of Sports Check today. Thank you so much for being part and parcel of the conversation. Let's do this again next Monday. I'm Bernard Okumu, wishing you a great week.
Sasa poa sana. Sema unaonaje game? Naona training mnajikaza sana. Kabisa. Hii timu imetoka mbali Sheila. Sana. Ndio maana nikasema wacha nikuje huku nipatane na nyinyi promote women's game. By the way, you are talking about the Kenya Lionesses rugby. They've just reclaimed actually the Safari Sevens, and they won the Division 2 Challenger. Division 2 Challenger HSBC, and we want to see them in the tournament proper. Na mmetoka mbali Sheila. Nakumbuka ukiwa player, kwa assistant, sijui kaumia mguu, sasa wewe una captain team. Yeah, mambo yako vipi kwa Lioness?
tuko sawa. Bado tunasukuma hii dimba. We are looking forward to qualifying to Division 1, starting with the African Cup. Then next year, the goal is to qualify for Division 1.
Yeah, exactly. And they have the Africa Sevens coming up. We hosted the first one in 2013. We were runners up.
Yes.
South Africa again.
Yes.
Na tutawachapa lakini hatuko group moja nao.
Lakini tutapatana mahali lazima wanyoroshe.
Tutapatane. So we'll be talking to Sheila just to get to know her better and their preparations for the sevens, which tunaomba tafadhali mashabiki vile mnashabikia Starlets na timu zingine mjae kwa kiwanja. Na our president, I'm sure you're watching.
She has been there and done it all in women's rugby, where every tackle, challenge and pass accounts to conquer the game and become one of the pride of the nation, who's contributed so much to the growth of the sport without much flair, but with a heart in the game. What else have I left out?
Sheila Chajira is a mom to a very handsome boy, and also I'm a coach.
Team will have to do it.
Her son and the nation should be very proud of her, having achieved so much in a women's sport that started from humble beginnings to tremendous success.
I'm a two-time Olympian. I was able to participate in Rio Olympics in 2016 and also Tokyo in 2020, which was 2021. Commonwealth athletes played in the Commonwealth Games in Australia in 2018, and I'm an African champion in 2018. I was in the team that took the trophy in 2018. Yes, and soon, and right now a Challenger Series champion, and hopefully this coming season we qualify for Division 1.
The centre forward is driven by the belief that yes, you can if you only put your mind into it.
Since I joined this team, the goal was to qualify for the HSBC. We've been working hard, knocking this door. We've been coming second, third all the time. But I think the difference between what we used to do and what is happening right now, it's the belief. I'll say the belief, because we were working very hard, not knowing when it happens, what will go on. But 2025, we decided what we're going to do, tick the little boxes that we are supposed to do, and all in all, by the grace of God, we were able to qualify.
And her determination to see the growth of women's rugby in Kenya has paid off, as they now challenge our core team's status in their determination to make it to the Rugby World Cup and the HSBC Series.
Down the left edge in the 15-metre channel. Matador in free from Nyachio.
First of all, we've noticed that the government are always focusing with the men's teams. It has been always the Shujaa, the Harambee Stars, and even women are working very hard despite the challenges that they're going through. We have to work hard to qualify and put our country up there.
She doesn't stop there, equipping herself with the necessary skills to become a player-cum-coach.
I coach Harlequins women's team and also community rugby. I do volunteer in King's Rugby Development Academy. It's a community community kids from Kibera. I'm also a mentor. Jenga, I also mentor girls also. And all in all, I'm a rugby player, play for the Kenya Lionesses.
And there is still more to come from the Kenya Harlequins women's coach, who's taken up strength and conditioning to ensure it has made a difference in the women's game and enhance a performance.
The new players are coming in with different mindset than the old ladies, so we'll see a different lioness now.
Oh, gas as well outside, lovely step, and over she goes. Kenya have scored again, their fourth try down the left flank.
Sheila Chajira is also one of the most experienced players in the Kenya Lionesses women national rugby team, who's mentoring others on and off the pitch.
It is a privilege, first, to be hosting, to be the country who's hosting. The last time we hosted it was a long time ago, in 2013. So coming back home, we are going in with yetu, so meaning it favors us. So we're expected to go for the trophy because it has been a long time being second. We've been playing, coming second every single time. I think the last time we won, it was 2018. So we're looking forward to it.
South Africa forces the second phase. Now it's Ayanda Malinga who will score. That was also very, very good work by the South Africans. This is really high quality stuff here from both teams. And you can see what it means to them. A bit of how's your uncle and how's your aunt.
Her leadership skills are exemplary to captain the national team to glory, hoping to do the same in the 2025 Women's Africa Sevens Cup in Nairobi.
I think our mindset is different now. We've been, like last season, we came fast. We've beaten South Africa thrice. So definitely they are the ones who are always being the champions. So we're going to fight for it this time.
Sheila Chajira leads by example and will never quit until the job is done, as they strive for excellence to ensure they get the recognition they deserve.
The president has been giving back to the teams that are performing. On our side, we've been back-to-back champions in the Challenger Series last season. We've qualified to play in the Division 1, but all that we've won Safari Sevens this month, and no one is noticing it, and it's so sad. And for the girls, they're asking, are we the prodigal children, or what is happening? Because it has been, even the other day, the Kenya Starlets played and they were appreciated. But for us, we are just here fighting, and I think no one noticed. But anyway, we won't stop. We will continue carrying our flag high everywhere we go. We promise that we're going to perform. But usitutupe nje, Mr. President. Tuwata sisi ni watoto wako, ukamu tucheki ba.
Kemisetso Baloy went in very early for the tackle, but she's gotten away with it. Kenya straight away on the attack. That's showing some good intent. Remember, this South African team has not conceded a try at all this entire tournament. Sharon Omar with a strong run. Now Kenya come away with it again.
First of all, I'm calling upon everyone, including the president, everyone that is there. We have women politicians, we have them as women reps, we have them as MCAs, we have them as MPs. I'm calling upon all of them to just come and support the Kenya Lionesses. We've done great things outside the country. Now we have an opportunity to showcase what we have been doing out there here. It will be a great honor and a privilege to have everyone on board, including the president, the first lady, and everyone else who can come and just support us.
Christabel Lindo. Kenya going through the phases, doing well to protect their own ball.
My expectations this year on our target is to lift the African trophy on our home soil. The last time we did it was in 2015 in Botswana. Yeah, we were crowned the African champions, and this year our target is to get it home, and actually winning it on home soil is one thing that we are looking up to.
Grace Okumu on the far side, she's stopped by Alinga. Grace Okumu again, very, very active. She's brought to ground, not rolling away will be the call, and a penalty against South Africa. Kenya certainly started well. And they will have to be at their best to beat the South African team. And it's Kenya. Kenya will score for the first time in this match. And that is Stella Wafula. And that is the first time South Africa have conceded in this tournament. And that's an excellent try by Kenya.
The Mathare Police Depot Boxing Arena, a poignant place that has nurtured so many boxing champions and home to Kenya's police Chafua Chafua squad.
Kenya Police wanatushikilia mkono. Timu yetu ni timu kubwa. Si hivyo ndio tusema timu yetu ni timu kubwa, Chafua Chafua. Ukienda kila mara unasikia Chafua Chafua. So ni the grace, sisi Martin sisi ni grace. Na tunashukuru pia makocha wetu wanatushikilia mkono. Makocha wetu ni kwa wazazi wetu. Hiyo ni kitu moja yenye sisi tufurahia kati kwa hapa pamoja.
Boniface Mugunde, their light middleweight champion, who has continued to put them on the world map with his ventures and achievements.
Boniface ni boxer, Boniface ni polisi, Boniface ni mimi tu ambaye nacheza boxing, na nataka kushukuru boxing kwa kuwa boxing imefanya mpaka at least nimejulikana kutoka kupitia kwenye Mwenyezi Mungu mpaka na bidii, kwa sababu bila discipline singefika mahali nimefika.
But that's not where he started his sporting career. He could have featured for Kenya Police FC, but destiny had its own idea of directing one's course in life.
Nilianza tu mchezo, nilikuwa nacheza mpira ambayo nilikuwa napata kila saa niko bench. Sasa unapata nikakuja nikasema ngoja nijaribu kitu mpya. Nikaingia tu kwa hall nikajaribu boxing. Kwanza tu boxing pole, mchezo wangu wa kwanza nilishinda. Ndio boxing ikaingia kwa damu yangu at least. Nikaanza kucheza. Siku ya kwanza mzazi wangu alikuwa anakataa nicheze, lakini akakuja akaanza kunishikilia mkono. Nataka kumshukuru pia. Nataka kushukuru familia yangu kwa kuniombea, na kutoka maombi yao ndio nimefanya nikafika mahali nimefika sasa.
And a pugilist, the midfielder was destined to be where he found his footing, but it wasn't all that rosy.
Mara ya kwanza obviously kuna hiyo tension yenye inakuanga, lakini sikuwa na hiyo tension vile, kwa sababu nilikuwa na ile moral ya kuwakilisha Kenya kwa mchezo wangu wa kwanza ambao ilikuwa 2019, which ilikuwa All African Games, ilikuwa huko Morocco, na niliweza kuleta bronze. Na hiyo ilikuwa mchezo wangu wa kwanza, niliweza kuleta bronze. Kwa hivyo ilikuwa achievement kubwa kwangu ambayo ikanipatia morali ya kurudi kuendelea kuwork more, kwa sababu niliamini kama nimepata bronze naweza endelea kusonga mbele. So hiyo ndio ilifanya nikakuja nikaanza kujishape, nikaanza kujinoa mpaka sasa hivi maliko.
He found his balance to ring rings around his opponents and make it to the medal brackets with his Congo-Brazzaville Africa Boxing Championship performance all outstanding to secure Kenya's first gold medal in 7 years in an emotional bout that whirled his eyes.
Ilikuwa African Championship, ilikuwa pale Congo, Kinshasa. Ilikuwa mchezo kubwa. African Championship si mchezo ndogo, ni mchezo kubwa. Na nilikuwa na hiyo imani kuwa tutaenda kushinda, tunaenda kukuja na matokeo mazuri. Lakini sikuwa najua mimi ndo naleta gold. Nilikuwa najua sisi wote at least tutaperform vizuri. Lakini sasa ile imani yenye nilikuwa nayo na ile bidii yenye nilikuwa nimewakia, nilienda huko nikapata wachezaji wangu pia walikuwa wazuri, lakini nilianza kuwa outclass, nikaendelea kusonga na mwishowe nikakuja nikapata hiyo gold ambayo nilichapa mchezaji kutoka Burundi, na ilinipatia ushindi wangu which nileta gold Kenya. Ilikuwa machozi kwa sababu ni kitu poa sana kusikia wimbo wa Kenya ukiimbwa nchi nyingine. At least ni kitu poa sana, unasikia hata kutoa machozi.
The captain has always led by example in all his bouts.
The winner
by knockouts in the blue corner representing Kenya, Maina Boniface Ogunde.
Zone 3 nimecheza zone 3 yenye hiyo ambayo inakuja Kenya. Kuna yenye nilicheza, tulikuwa pale Congo, niweza kuchukua bronze, nikuja nikachukua silver. So natarajia gold. Hiyo ndio maombi yangu, natarajia gold kwa sababu nimechukua bronze, nikachukua silver ya pili. Sasa ni gold ndio tunawakia kwa sababu hakuna kitu haiwezekani. Hakuna kitu haiwezekani. Hiyo ndio kenye mimi naamini. Hakuna kenye haiwezekani, na nikaendelea kucheza ambayo tulienda qualifiers. Sikuweza kuqualify but at least nilisonga mbele. Hiyo ni achievement kubwa sana. Unajua huko utapata wachezaji wazuri, wale wachezaji wazuri wote. So at least ukipata unaendelea kusonga mbele, jua at least you are doing something.
Boniface Mogunde is still confident that he'll find his way to the World Championship podium one day among others.
Lengo langu kwa boxing kama next year kuna mchezo kubwa, kuna Commonwealth Games which sijai kuwakilisha Commonwealth. Sijai kuwakilisha, na maombi yangu ni kuwakilisha Commonwealth, na si kuwakilisha tu peke yake, ni kuenda na kusimama kwa podium. Hiyo ndio maombi yangu kubwa sana, na naamini hakuna kitu haiwezekani, kila kitu inawezekana. Kusimama kwa podium, at least nikisikia hiyo wimbo wa Kenya ikiimbwa, hakuna kitu haiwezekani, mimi naamini inawezekana. Hiyo ndio lengo langu. Alafu kuna World Championship pia, nina imani kuwa World Championship kwa si ati ni mchezo ngumu, si ati ni mchezo ati tunapata na watu wakali kutushinda, hapana. Ni wale tu mazoezi tunafanya ndio wanafanya. Makochi wenye wako nao ndio makochi ni the same tu, lakini ni ile tu imani yenye unaweza kuwa nayo, na hiyo kujituma yenye hiyo kujituma tu nitakupatia, itakusaidia uendelee, at least upate hata medal. World Championship pia na imani kuwa naweza kuja kuleta medali, hakuna kitu haiwezekani. Na ile kubwa zaidi ni at least kuwakilisha taifa letu kwa Olympics. Last year hatukuweza kuwakilisha timu ya boxing, hatukuweza kuwakilisha, ilikuwa kitu kingine uchungu sana. Hatukuweza kuwakilisha sisi kama team, which ni kitu yenye haifanyika. Lakini last year hatukuweza kuwakilisha, ilituuma, lakini tuna imani kuwa this round tutawakilisha. Hakuna kitu haiwezekani. Hiyo ni kitu yenye mimi husema, hakuna kitu haiwezekani, tunawakilisha kwa sababu naona mazoezi yenye tunafanyishwa na makochi wetu, kila kitu ambacho tunapewa na makochi wetu ni at least kitu yenye itatusaidia, kitu yenye itatupush, inatusaidia. Si ati ni kitu yenye inatuumiza manini, hapana, ni kitu yenye inatusaidia sisi. Na hiyo bidii ya kila mtu ambaye matimu yangu, na nashukuru kila mtu, tuko na bidii, tuko na umoja, tunasikizana. Hiyo ni kitu yenye pia inasaidia at least kila mtu. Unajua kuna ile yenye unapata mko wengi lakini hamsikizani. Hiyo ni kitu kingine mbaya. Hata mwezi kuwa na umoja, lakini nashukuru kwa kuwa tuko na umoja, tuko wengi. Sisi wote ni kama ndugu na dada. Sisi wote tunataka kila mtu kwenda mahali, kila mtu kuleta medali, kila mtu kurepresent our nation na kupatia nchi yetu sifa kubwa. So hiyo ni kitu nzuri sana, na timu yangu naishukuru pia.
And that's how dedicated the police constable is, for he knows too well how many battles is won on the ring, including healthy ones.
Wachezaji unapata kama mfano sasa tuseme kama World Championship, unapata hao Waarabu ni watu wenye wanatumia skills mingi. Hao wanatumia skills mingi, unapata watumia hata nguvu, wanatumia skills mingi, unapata hao wana tap tu, wanagusa. Kama kuna mchezaji nilicheza naye kutoka Ireland, huyo ndo mchezaji mwenye sijai cheza na mchezaji kama huyo. Achapi na nguvu, anagusa tu, lakini uwezi mpata. Sasa nilijaribu yangu yote, najaribu kutoa nguvu yangu yote, nini simpati, na miss ambaye nilikuwa nacheza, lakini kwa ring, lakini kwa roho yangu kuna venye nilikuwa nafanya kwa sababu ya kumiss. So walinipatia kazi kubwa sana ambayo ilinipatia mimi mpaka hiyo hesabu hiyo, mtihani. Kuna hiyo kitu yenye ilikuja venye nirudi, nilienda kaka chini peke yangu nikasema na mchezaji nini nafanya, anachezaje? Sasa nikakuja baada hata video zake ukaangalia kwa simu yangu na video zake mingi sana. So naendelea kumfuatilia, naona vile anafanya vitu anafanya. So at least hata mimi ndo nikifanya hapa, at least nione kama kuna improvement, nione kama kuna improvement kubwa sana, which naamini kuna improvement kubwa sana.
With so many sportsmen and women battling mental health issues due to pressure, sports has a way of reducing anxiety and depression and all that. And boxing is therapeutic, as they have found out, to involve it in the gym sessions. It's all because of the champions who have broken the silence with bare knuckles in the boxing arena.
Unapata kaa uko hapa kwa gym, uko na furaha kuliko nyumbani. Unaweza pata nyumbani umeenda umpatiwa stress mingi, maybe unaweza pata unajua tu stress ya nyumbani, lakini ukija hapa kwa gym unapata uko na furaha, makocha anakupatia advice si hata ya boxing pekee, mpaka life. So ni kitu nzuri sana, unapata tunajijenga, unapata tunaendelea, unapata kitu moja yenye inasumbua maboksa wengi ni depression. Unapata depression, unapata mtu vitu mingi zinamfanyikia. Lakini at least kwa gym unapata makocha wetu wanatukalisha chini, wanatupatia at least somo fulani ya life, ya boxing. Hiyo ndio yenye inatusaidia, unapata boxing yetu inaendelea ku grow.
Boniface Mogunde, Kenya and Africa's light middleweight boxing champion, is no exception, for he has proven time and again is a force to be reckoned with.
Nataka kuambia wa Kenya watuombe zaidi. Mchezo si rahisi. Zone 3 unajua ni timu iko 12. Timu ziko 12 zinakuja kuja Kenya. Ambayo itakuwa mchezo rahisi. So tunaomba wa Kenya watuombee na tunaomba support pia hata kwa government watu support kama ball naona ilisupportiwa vizuri sana, ilisupportiwa na ambayo hiyo support ndio ilianza kuwasaidia at least wakaendelea kusonga. At least pia president tunaweza muomba pia at least atushike mkono pia akuja tusaidia tu support at least mtu ile morale yake itatusaidia at least tunapata tunasonga tunaendelea ku perform vizuri. Kwa hivyo support ndio kitu tunaomba sana support.
Is all ready again to put his country on the map in the upcoming Africa Zone 3 Championship, and as captain, he will lead by example.
Kwanza nataka kumshukuru Mungu kwa umbali huu ametuleta mpaka wakati huu. Matayarisho ya kupoa, kikosi kikubwa kama umekiona, na tunataka kushukuru president wetu, President Jamal, kwa ile kutushikilia mkono. Angalia kikosi ambao vile ametuleta, tuko wengi ambaye tunatusaidiana sisi wenzetu tunawasaidiana, na tunataka kushukuru pia makochi kwa kuwa pia wametushika mkono, wanatupatia kila kitu ambaye yenye tatupatia ushindi kwa mchezo wetu ambao uko mbele yetu, na mchezo huu ni kubwa sana kwetu. Zone 3 ambayo imekuja Kenya siku ya kwanza kupitia Jamal, president wetu, tunataka kumshukuru sana kwa kuleta mchezo huku Kenya, na tunataka kumwahidi kuwa hatutamwangusha, kuwa ushindi tunataka ubaki huku kwetu.
I never heard the music so sweet. I repeat.
Wagwan, me brethren, big things are going. Remember, each and every Monday we have to shell down the place with nothing but the best of smooth way the vibes in your favorite station. You know these things, man.
Alafu kila Tuesday, kata simu tupo side, giving you Kenyan music from the 254.
And of course, you can spice up your Wednesday by enjoying blazing hot hip-hop and R&B jams.
We don't got no label. She says she want bottles.
Vibes and vibes as we go all across Africa, Kenya, Nigeria, Ghana, all the way to Tanzania to give you nothing but the best on Afro Thursday. Make sure you make a date with us each and every single Friday with me, DJ_Liza Diva,
DJ Cold,
and me, Wanjiko. This is Club One Extra.
Unanifanya nisikie kunongwa.